Hey guys, I've been thinking about doing a video or several videos actually, because I after reading a lot of stuff in preparation for NICP exam, Certified Estate Planner exam, and then I really learned a lot. I enjoy reading that because a lot of things that I've never uh, unknown before, and then after this one, in preparation for this, by the way, this is the exam is kind of a tough because the questions are very wordy, very tricky, and then I think they purposely made that way by the NICP. They want you to think like lawyers, so instead of financial advisors. So all the exam that I took before has been basically financial advisors, financial professionals, but this one is really tough. I think that's why a lot of people they failed once, failed twice, and even failed three times. And then, of course, I get a lot of help from the AIs. I specifically ask, say, I upload the file, the manuals for the preparation, and then ask the AI specifically give me the tricky, nuanced questions, simulation questions, multiple choice questions. So that's why make me prepared. I really think that it's a lot. But meanwhile, I'm really enjoying reading that because I did not know right now. After reading this, I really think that. Everybody should know this because this is how the American system works. Okay, people talk about politics, people talk about different parties and then different president. And actually, if you really understand the Americans, you really need to understand those laws and regulations. They are constantly operating. They are more or less kind of immune to the different politics because the way it's always set up is. And then I've been always asking myself that when I'm reading this, I said, what is the spirit? What is the doctrine that behind make the Americans such a great country, right? Let's face it, we are facing a unilateral, unipolar world system. American basically has too much power. The U.S. has too much power because what makes U.S. strong is, an important part is those laws and the legal systems that has been functioning silently, quietly, but very potently. So that's the way that I want to separate that. So let's go back to that. I want to summarize the before. My goal is to have a series videos on the estate planning law. Like I said the last time, that the estate planning is a huge issue. We're talking about $84 trillion. 1 trillion is 1 plus followed by 12 zeros, right? 1 billion is 1 followed by 9 zeros, and 1 million is 1 followed by 6 zeros. So we're talking about huge issues. So we're talking about something called the great wealth transfer in Americans, and then especially American for the entire country, for the entire world, but especially in America, because for the next 2 decades, starting from 2025, the huge amount of money will be changing hands. Okay, either through the estate, the inheritance, or through gifting, or through all the other things, or charity giving. So let's get into that. This is so interesting topic that we can really spend like days and months and weeks to talk about this. So let's get started. The first question is that what is the basic spirit of American legal system? You really want to understand how American works, what makes American such a strong, unipolar countries in the world. I mean, EU is not even kind of like I used to bet in EUs, and I thought that they were, last night I was watching a video by Jeffrey Sachs of Columbia. He's a great, I agree. I find myself agree with a lot of ideas, and he obviously he's one of the insiders. He knows the different presidencies, he knows different administrations, and then he has some opinions. I often found that I agree with him a lot of many places. For example, he was talking about, you can just go to the YouTube and then search for Jeffrey Sachs, and then it's like yesterday or the day before yesterday, right after the Trump is meeting Zelensky and Putin, and then he gave us a long talks, and then I found it very interesting. But he was saying that Americans, this unipolar system. Some American politicians that did the stupid mistakes and their policy, their thinking is just out of touch of the rest of the world. I agree with him. But on the other hand, we really should ask ourselves what makes Americans so strong. I mean, to basically, drop down the EU long behind. EU, there's so many people and there's so many economy. They're still not they're no match to the American power. So we have to ask ourselves why. Let me put it this way: if a democracy is represented by the EU, probably China would already claim history, victory. It's because the U.S. It's because the American. To demonstrate to the world that that's the democracy works. That's the democracy system works and functioning, and we prove that we are better than the Chinese system. Okay, this is we're going back far beyond the topic, but just as the opening statement. So let's stop here, and then we can talk about the next one. Will be talk about the great features. The grand features. Like if you're looking, fly up miles above the sky and then looking down, and what's the American legal system, all the doctrines, all the documents, all the codes, you probably, you put everything on the paper, you probably enough to surrounding the world, surrounding the earth like 100 times. So that's how much, how comprehensive an American legal system. So let's stop here, and we'll be continue, okay?